It's been quite a morning. I went to pick up the work permit at the office, and there it is. And it's just a strange concept to me that I have to be permitted to work, because that's kind of what I've been doing my entire life, and it never seemed like a privilege. But I'm now permitted to work in Thailand. And really, logistically, all I'm aware of that this is going to give me is the ability to pay taxes and the ability to open a business bank account, which is critical for what I'm doing. So it's also going to save me on exchange rates, because now I can earn Thai money, the Thai baht, and then I can spend it here, and I don't have to do exchanging of currency between US and Thai baht. Another critical thing that happened, my laptop just a few minutes ago decided to stop working completely. It won't even turn on. And that is a huge problem for me to be able to run my business, to communicate with my clients, communicate with my employees. I mean, I do everything on my laptop. And fortunately, I've planned for this contingency. I thought maybe I would lose my laptop or it would be stolen. So I have a virtual computer in the cloud that I can access from any computer as long as I have the login and password. So just so happens yesterday I had already gone and purchased a new laptop in Thailand, and the intention of this was to be used for my video person to do video editing, and now this has become my emergency laptop.
So it was quite an adventure venturing into the mall and then finding a store that sells computers. And everything's different, the prices and the language and the descriptions is all written in Thai, and I can't read Thai, but I am fluent in computer, and I was actually able to determine the specifications of the computers, and I also used my phone to just look up the model numbers, and the sales guy was incredibly excited to sell me this computer. I did all the work, I picked out what I wanted, but he was just so excited. It's evident that they work on commission, so he brought me right over to the sales counter, and he was very helpful. And there was a warranty that comes with it, and there was this whole process where you pick out what you want, and you never get to touch it. They carry the box to the cashier, they take your money, and then they walked me over to fill out the warranty paperwork. But I'm glad I made his day. He was really excited.
I'm heading out to Chiang Mai in a few hours. I will be there tomorrow, where I'll be able to actually start to set up my office, and I'll have a home base for my personal living, and things are going to get a lot more smooth for me. The hotel experience has actually been quite awesome for me, because I am considered a IHG Rewards Platinum Elite member, and there are a ton of perks that come along with being a Platinum Elite member, and one of them being that whatever room you order, you are going to be upgraded to a better room every time you check in. So that's been nice. I've stayed in some pretty nice places. It's also kind of neat that I get this letter when I check in. I get priority service in a lot of different ways. I get discounts on different things. And I'm also, this is really critical, I'm allowed to check out late. Normally they'll kick you out of your room at about 11 a.m., but I can stay until 3 p.m., which is actually quite helpful. After you wake up, you get your breakfast, I can get a little bit of work done and get prepared for the traveling that I need to do today. So that I really appreciate. Again, the breakfast, the food has been wonderful. Loving that. I also get this card laid in my room. I'm greeted by this card that is personalized for me. So just some nice little touches when you are an elite premium member. Now I'm on a train and I purchased the first class cabin. So I get this whole room to myself. It's gonna be nice and quiet. It has space for 2 beds. So there's one up here, and then these seats right here fold down and you can make a bed here. And so I've got a window, I've got 2 waters and some pillows, and there's not really a whole lot to show you in here, but it is very comfortable, very nice. And I usually sleep very well with background noise like cars on a highway or a fan going or something like that. I've heard that the trains are really noisy, so maybe that'll work out, maybe it won't. But if it doesn't work out, I think I can get quite comfortable here, just working on my laptop, getting some stuff done. And what I'm doing is I'm heading from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, which is going to be where I'm going to build my office. It's going to take me 13 hours to get from Bangkok to Chiang Mai on a train, but I kind of opted to do this, 1, just for the experience, but 2, I didn't really feel like dealing with airplanes anymore. I wasn't sure what the security situation was going to be with checking baggage and all that stuff, and it was actually really simple. I just brought all my bags up to the train, they loaded them all on. There was no screening process or metal detectors or anything like that. So I think I probably opted for the right thing. It was a lot easier. I have already alerted my staff in Chiang Mai that I'm coming, and we're all going to have dinner together as soon as I get there. So that'll be fun. I'll be going to sleep soon, and I just wanted you to hear how noisy it is in the train. I don't feel like it's noisy. There's a gentle rocking. There is a squeak that's a little annoying, but it's not the rumble that I thought of the... Actually, I think it's louder when you're outside of a train and it goes by on the train tracks than when you're inside the train. This is very, very quiet. I think I'm gonna sleep good. Just pulling into the Chiang Mai station, so I have a lot to do now because I'm finally at my destination where I'm going to build my company and get a place to stay and meet a whole bunch of new friends. Well, here I am at my hotel. It's really nice. I just stepped foot outside. This is my first walking around in Chiang Mai, and I'm gonna go get some food because I'm starving, and then we'll get to work.
As I'm taking my first steps in my new city, I'm really just trying to get the lay of the land and figure out where everything is. But I can't help but stop and look every time I see a commercial building because I want to see what's available, what's being rented, what the costs are. But I also enjoyed looking at what all the local merchants were doing, kind of getting an idea of pricing for food and gas and just really getting a lay of the land. I found some really beautiful areas, and this is going to be my new home, so it's nice that I'm going to be comfortable here.
Just had my first breakfast in Chiang Mai. Delicious. It was pork and egg and rice, and it was $1.50.
Your goal should be to have the freedom to do what you want to do, and the vehicle that's going to get you there is having your own small business. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified the next time I drop a video to help you do exactly that, how to start and manage your own small business.